morning. My name is Dude, and it is a pleasure to be doing this Friday. All right, I can't tell you what we have planned. No, I can. I'll do that later on. But once again, trying to constrain myself. Now, if you just join us this morning, our conversation is a debate this morning. It is free versus subsidized, and it is in relation to the bus transit scheme that's been started by the River State government. Now, this is done to help ameliorate the challenges that Rivers residents are facing due to the fuel subsidy removal a few months ago. Now, we know that the prices across board in terms of transportation has jumped up by nearly 250% in some routes, in some places even 300%. Now, the government has but someone said, but look, is it sustainable for it to be for 6 months away? How sustainable is? Let's be honest. If you didn't get a memo, the buses, they will require diesel, right? And even if they were to require, myrrh and grass to run, you need to get this grass. People have to be paid, cut them. So it's not exactly free. That's one. Then you talk about the maintenance cost, right? You have oils to be changed, you have bushings to be changed, the electrical appliances that can go bad during the course. Wear and tear is inevitable in any vehicle on this planet. Well, say electric vehicles, but that's another conversation for another day. So with all of these costs and the major cost, right, which would be the regular payment of those drivers, because they're not going to get people who would donate their hours. Maybe they should, by the way. Maybe they just get people, drivers, hey, come on, drive this bus for 5 or 6 hours. They need to be paid. Driving is a lot of work, if you didn't know. And to make this even more challenging, they're not driving your regular saloon or sedan cars. They're driving a near 6-ton truck. Those things are heavy. Those things are very difficult to meander. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of sustainability, do you think the River State government should, in quote, make the buses free for as long as they possibly can? Let's give it 1 year. All right, should they make it free for 1 year, or should it be subsidized? That way, someone can use that money, maybe service the vehicle, maybe not only pay the bus drivers, it can be under the employ of the service, maybe. But there's these in the vehicle, so at least the times when they go bad, they can be replaced. So that when the bushes come, then they now call Ifeanyi, or they call Chukwemeka, or they call China to come and go under and fix it. It can be done. Is that brilliant? Is it really? The
views and opinions on the program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Let's walk.
So 017-923-003, 017-923-0007. If I get to use of the call screen and drop your name, and you get this morning. The debate is on free versus subsidized. That's our call this morning. We have just about 20 minutes to wrap this up. The programming. Now at Nigeria Info FM _H, at Nigeria Info FM _H is where you find us threads, Instagram and threads. Then for Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Nathaniel is on the line from Boy Island. Nathaniel, go please.
I support subsidy, subsidizing the transport fare system introduced by the River State government, pushing the effect of the removal of fuel subsidy.
Why?
Then making it free. But I understand what the River State government is doing, and the frustration is just out there, very obvious. So making it free for the meantime could help to ameliorate the problem for a while. But for me, I think it's not sustainable. If after a few months of making it subsidized, of making it free, please, it can be introduced into making it subsidized. Maybe you pay a little money just to get in there, at least to make it more functionable. Just like the local government area of Anthony has made it, making it subsidized. I think that is the best way. So the little money you can get from the passengers to sustain the scheme. But if you make it properly free, I think it will not be sustainable. After some while, the government can fizzle out, and then everything goes back to the normal, and then people start suffering again. So,
all right, thank you very much. Nathaniel says it's subsidized. Comfort is a blue Mumasi. Comfort, where do you pitch your tent?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, Comfort.
This is Comfort from Blue Mumasi. I'm good. Concerning the debate, my own opinion is that it should be subsidized. Because this is not the first time we are having this kind of initiatives that government is doing. Remember, during COVID-19, we had something like this, free buses. I think it did not last up to 2 or 3 months, and all the buses just vanished, disappear off the road. So I suggest it should be subsidized. It's not as if our government cannot provide free 24-hour services to the masses. They can do it. But for the sake of sustainability, let it be subsidized. A distance of 200 naira, they can collect at least 100 naira.
Not 50 naira.
Are you with me?
Wouldn't 50 naira be better since it's subsidized? After all, it's government, is River State government we're talking about here. We have money.
Yes. They have money. That's what I'm saying. There's money.
All right. So it should be subsidized.
It should be subsidized.
All right. Comfort
so
room
that
mercy.
It will last long for us.
Thank you very much. Comfort room mercy says, well, she knows the government has money, but it should be subsidized so that it can last long for the general public. Facebook, Ukeje Ubamadu says, free bus services is not sustainable. It has never been. I am for a subsidized bus service. Even in Freetown, nothing is free. Government will have to pay salaries to the drivers, buy spare parts, and pay for repairs. These vehicles run on diesel and not water. I said that. This is not the first time we're having government roll out buses to help the masses. Do we ask ourselves, why don't we still have those buses on the road till date? It's not going to be for long before the arrangement crashes. Trust me, $100 will be ideal for me. Thank you. You know what? Okay, Jay, I'll raise you up on your 100 and I'll go 200. Let's see. Let's have our bet. Hassan Danadi says, free bus services or nothing else. Zion in GRA, where do you stand? Go. Free or subsidized?
Subsidized. So that we can able to sustain the process, motivate the workers, weed up abuse, because extroverts will not sit at home. Extroverts will walk about in Harcourt because of these free buses. But if we place a price tag on it, it will help and also sustain the durability of this program. Yes, the government has put everything in place. Honestly speaking, top notch. The mechanics are on ground, the filling station that will be giving them the fuel. I mean, they are like fully ready. But from we, the people, we need to also commit something into it. Without commitment, there's going to be an abuse. Zion.
All right, so without commitment, there's going to be an abuse. That's Zion's take on this debate. Where do you stand, ladies and gentlemen? The buses right now are on the streets. So if you are listening to us and you are in one of them, do us a huge favor. Send us a text or even a picture on WhatsApp 0809030 6416 0808-030-6409-64 number. Do not forget, Nigeria Info is on Instagram and Threads at Nigeria Info FM at Nigeria Info FM _ PH. Underscore is that dash as on the lower end, right? Not upper dash, the lower one dash. Okay, at Nigeria Info FM _ PH for Instagram and Threads. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have a debate on our hands. Where exactly do you stand? Do you believe that this bus services should be free? We're talking about the best way to run it, or should they be subsidized? What's your reason? Why would you want to support either of them? I have no leaning whatsoever. My job, as always, is to ask the questions, which is what we're doing this morning. Alright, so let's get to read your messages on WhatsApp right now. I've taken a few on Facebook, but let's get to WhatsApp at the moment. Now, subsidizing will be better for sustainability. Otherwise, the buses will be off the road soon. That means all maintenance and administrative costs will be on the government. It's not a good idea. Sandy is saying. All right, Sandy, thank you very much. Good morning, Jude. Before the government started the free bus scheme, they may have put into consideration that the buses will be maintained, drivers will be paid, and the buses will also be sustained. Nobody should talk to the government into changing their plans regarding this, please. Mr. Charles should wait till he becomes governor to do his own. Thank you. That's Lady V. All right, Emmanuel speaking to us from Ada George. Emmanuel, good morning to you and welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Jude, the problem is not subsidizing the package. The thing is, how much will we now pay? How will the government now come and tell us that, okay, from Okilton to USC, you're going to pay 15 naira?
Well, that's the idea.
There will be no general price, so those people may put in their interest. Don't you get?
Yeah, but that's the thing, Emmanuel. If it's going to be subsidized, the government will definitely, tell you, okay, we're going to have a price range, all right, for certain routes, all right. So if everybody else is taking, like you just mentioned, Kilting to Pepperoni now or location, they are taking 15 naira. The government can say, you know what, we would take 20 naira, all right. We'll subsidize it for everybody, so more people can use our buses.
It won't last.
You don't. So which
people don't have their interest.
Wait, hold on. So which do you think would be the best way to run the bus service scheme now? Do you want? Is it to be free or?
It's to be subsidized. It's to be subsidized. There will be problems subsidizing it.
All right. Morning, Jude. I am surprised you're asking my fellow Nigerians to choose between free and subsidized rate. Whoever opts for a subsidized rate is a hypocrite or just wants to talk for talking's sake. Nigerians